Hi, Darren Raskin here, and today should be a really short video, but I think it's a very important subject. Let me ask you this. What would it mean to you if you knew exactly, or if I could tell you exactly what to say so that you could build your business? In other words, exactly what to tell people so that you could build your business as quickly and as big as possible. What would that mean to you? Well, this may come as a little bit of a surprise, but there is no right thing to say. There is no right thing to say. And yes, there's tons of trainings out there and trainers that give you all kinds of scripts that you can use. And it's not to say that these scripts won't work, but what's more important is the person behind the scripts. Who's actually talking. And one of the things that's interesting about this business and this industry is that we either have to pay for, like we're penalized, or we're rewarded for the life that we've lived up to the point when we share what we have with the person that we're talking to. And what I mean by that is that if you've always been one of those positive people that others want to be around, you've been supportive, you've helped people, you've done different things like this, they're going to be much more apt to join in your business or join the challenge. It's going to be something that is it's going to be easy for them to do. But if you're one of the people that hasn't shown up for things, or always shows up late, or doesn't follow through with what they say they're going to do, it's going to be much more difficult. And that is a challenge, and it can be something that would really discourage a lot of people, except for the fact that you can always change that. So whoever you've been in the past, yes, you're going to have to deal with the consequences of that for now, but you can change who you are. You can be that person that always shows up. You can be that person that follows through with what you're going to say. And one of the things that's very important about that is personal development. You have got to continue to build and grow yourself. And that's in the mindset, that's in practice, and actually practicing communicating and talking with people. This is going to get you better at the skills necessary to be successful. And you're going to start to not just know the right things to say, because you're going to be paying attention to your prospect. You're going to be listening to what they have to say. You're going to be searching for problems you can solve in their life, or pains that they have that we can help to improve. You're going to be listening, so you're going to have the right things to say because you're going to be paying attention. And because of all the practice and experience and personal development, everything that you're going to have been learning along the way, that is what's going to get people to follow you. So don't worry so much about the scripts. Focus on concepts and focus on doing whatever you can do to solve another person's problem. If you can focus on just solving another person's problem, and focus with that intent, and not worrying about whether you're going to be able to make money from doing it or anything like that, just try to solve other people's problems, then you're going to have much more success with your interactions. But remember, most people are going to say no, especially at the very beginning. And that's part of the mindset. You got to recognize, and that's part of the education and learning. It all becomes the numbers. And so when you go into it and you recognize that not everybody is going to say yes, many people are going to say no, a lot of people are going to say maybe, they're afraid to say no, possibly. When you recognize that, that'll give you the perseverance, that'll give you the mindset to stick with it, to keep going until you can have a breakthrough and have the success that you're looking for. So remember, continue to do that personal development, and you can achieve anything that you want to achieve. Yeah, basically that's it for today. That is the focus of today's call, or this video, excuse me, this little training. If you just focus on that, you can have everything you want. And think about the person that's went to college. Like me being an engineer, I went to school for, took me 5 years to get my engineering degree, but 5 years, I didn't get paid to do engineering for 5 years. But it took me that long to develop the skills necessary to be successful. And I even needed to get experience after that. And so if you go into this industry with that same mentality, it's going to take you years to become expert at this, so that everything is relatively easy for you, and that you can always build the business the way you want it, or as quickly as possible. Then if you go into it with that mentality, you can have an amazing, amazing life. But if you go into it with the quick fix mentality, you're going to always be frustrated. So I'm going to leave you guys with a little quote here. This is from George Bernard Shaw. Progress is impossible without change, and those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. So recognize that, guys. Do the personal development, learn what's the difference between the way you've been living your life compared to what the leaders have been, how they've been living their life, and follow the leaders that have already done and already are where you want to be. So anyway, hopefully you got some value out of this. If you agree with this, if you disagree, any comments, suggestions that you have, go ahead and comment somewhere below here, probably in the YouTube or Facebook or something like that. I'd love to hear your feedback, and we'll talk to you next time.